Hello and welcome. It's another updated foundation routine. I brought out the today. So I'm not going to talk too much. Please, beloved, sit back, relax, grab your glass. It's an updated foundation routine. Some things have changed. A drugstore version will be coming soon too. But as I said, sit back, relax, grab that glass. It's Mela time. So the first thing we are going to apply is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And then what this is going to do is act as the perfect base for all the magic that I'm about to create on this luxurious, beautiful Mela face. So, now I had this fight, a long time ago when I first began my platform. I used to highly believe in eyebrows after foundation, but there's been some changes. I'm now, what I'd like to say is it's the destination that matters most. It's not how we get there, it's if we get there or not. And I'm extremely sure I'll get there in one piece. So we're going to go in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I like to use this to put my sparse brows into place. Now I know I don't have much of a brow, but that's what makeup's for. I'm going to create the illusion of a brow. So I'm going to go in with the Olay Henrik's and Banana Bright Eye Cream, of course, to brighten the under eye. Because you know me. If you don't know, you're about to know, okay? Me, I love a bright under eye. You saw it here first. Well, in terms of this century, you saw it here first. Because these days, you kind of have to start calling it out before someone tries to come and say, oh, this is something that... No, babes, you saw it here. You saw it here first, yeah? Drawing inspiration is one thing, but naming, it's good to name where you got that inspiration from. Okay, pumpkin, let's get into the brows. Precisely my brow pencil in the shade 4. Now I'm sure you're wondering, Mela, where are your brows? I'll tell you, I plucked them all. I plucked it. It's my choice. Plucked it. I love it that way, you know? I do my makeup how I please. You watch, enjoy. You pick the parts that you like. Parts that you don't like, you keep that to yourself. Yeah? You keep it to yourself. We'll both have a swell time on this platform. A swell time. And to the girls that love an arched brow, love a feline look, welcome. You've come to the right bumper something place. You have come to the right bumper something place. Kind of like to just draw the outline and then flick it up when I get to the front. I like for it to look semi-natural, semi a mess, and just arched. That's all I can say. Now we're going to carve underneath the brows just to make sure that arch is really prevalent, really in your face, really makes you go, wow. Why are her brows so dramatic? Because I can make it dramatic. Because I am dramatic. Right, so the brush of choice today is the Bdellium Tools 714 brush. And I'm going to go in with the Nars Soft Matte Cream Concealer in the shade Cacao. And my lovely mirror that I got from the Skin Library. Quick plug. If you're looking for Korean K-beauty skincare, Skin Library is the place to go to. Also black owned. And you know I love me a bit of K-beauty. But skincare, the videos coming. You begged, I got you. I'm just gonna carve underneath this brow. Just to give me the arch that I need. Guys, when I say, I'm not struggling, yeah? I'm just finding it a bit difficult because I've changed up my makeup utensils. Certain utensils, I can't let it run. Alright, let me chat to you real quick here. I know this is meant to be an updated foundation routine. You're going to listen to me talk. Okay. So, certain things is like, certain utensils I can't really use on my face. Certain makeup utensils, because it just, to me, it just like, now I know cancelling is selective, very selective. It's a very personal choice. But there's just certain things that I just, it's a bit for me. So, the Fenty face brushes, I'm not gonna lie, really where it's at. Fenty, Smashbox. What else do I have here? I've got a bit of Juvia's. Fenty face brushes. Anyway, throughout this whole video, we'll be discussing them. So I have the foundation brush in 115, and I'm just blending out that concealer just so it's clear, just so it's neat. I need to do a quick disclaimer. Alright, so you guys know I love the Nars Radiant Longwear Foundation. Mwah, sweet. Love it. Feel like it, the match, amazing. But I found a step up from that. I found radiance on a different kind of level. My first time trying this foundation, YSL, Touché, Eclat. Do you know, let me just put a quick disclaimer again, because I just feel like anyone who wants to join YouTube family, join the internet, do anything involving the internet, you will be disclaiming. You're just going to have to keep explaining and explaining and explaining and explaining, explaining. So if you did not enjoy English literature or the English language in school, this might not be the career path for you. I'm going to let you know, you're going to have to keep explaining yourself. I cannot talk French. So how I pronounce this foundation name, Google it, figure out how it sounds, but I'm going to call it the Touché Eclat. Okay, take it up with you and your maker. Radiance on a whole new level. I love this foundation because of the finish it gives me. The color match, was very surprised by that. But the only thing that I don't like about this foundation, the shade range. There is no range. I think my shade is the darkest shade. So if you do like this foundation, you like how it sits on me, you like the finish it gives me, your best bet is to go with the Nars Radiant Longwear Foundation. And Fenty's foundation brush, 115 brush, sweet. Perfect for applying foundation. Just gonna tap that over my eyes real quick. Yeah, but this for me is just increased radiance. You can see what it's doing to my skin. It's very warm, I'd say. But yeah, this brush, top tier. Top tier for applying foundation. Alright, so now that that's settled, concealer. Under the eyes, there's been a few changes. I still love the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So if you did purchase because of me, sis, you're still on the right lane. You're still down the right path. But I did find an alternative because range, I have that. I currently use the Estee Lauder DoubleWear concealer in the shade 6W. So if you aren't able to get a hold of the Too Faced concealer in Chestnut, because for some reason she sells out, because she is the shade for a chocolate darling, yeah? You can try Estee Lauder 6W. So how I like to apply this, there's been a slight change in my concealer application. This is what I do. I just a line and then I bring it, I'd say half the way out. Leave it like that, okay? This is how you're gonna get that feline stuff. I used to apply it out here. I think I prefer the intensity in the center of my face and then lightly having the felineness drawn out. Just so if you want your eyes to just appear really cat-like, I prefer this method for my face. Beauty blender, the black one, of course. I feel like this one's been built with vibranium. I tried the pink one. She needs help. She needs assistance. This one has, it's more softer, I'd say, and it blends out lovely. I'm not quite sure what the difference is, but vibranium maybe, I don't know. So I'm just gonna pat that out. Make sure you stretch the skin. I caught this technique from a lovely Chocolate Darling Chanel. She's talking about stretching the skin so you don't get creases and your makeup blends out flawlessly. And then as you get towards the end, so you watch how my sponge is, yeah? Keep a close eye on my sponge. Keep it. Thank you. So you're gonna pat here. And then as you get to the center, what did my sponge do? She went sideways. I'll show you from this angle. Okay, so as you come out, because if you keep that same position with your sponge, you're just going to drag the concealer all the way out there, and that's not cute. It's not what we want. Not in the slightest. You want to keep it in the center, right here. Yeah? And drag it out. Okay, so we're looking for feline. We're looking for cat. We're looking for sexy in the eyes. Yeah? Perfect. Same thing on the other side. Concealer placement is absolutely key. I don't care what anyone tells you. Well, depending on what kind of face you're going for. But concealer placement is so key. If we don't apply it in the right place, oh, hunty. Oh, hunty. I'm gonna add a little bit of more concealer to that because I can and I need to. I need to order a new battery too. Let me not talk because it's gonna turn into a get ready with me if I'm not careful. I'm gonna add some on the top of my lip here and just underneath my lips and blend that out just so I'm not overdoing it with the concealer. Ebony. Okay, this is what I do differently now. I don't draw a line on my nose. I just carve out a cat-like. So if you can kind of see, this is like how a cat's nose region kind of looks. It's got that line here and then a snout there, or like a lion's face. I used to have Simba lines. I don't really have Simba lines anymore. This is kind of how I prepare my nose contour. And then to do my side contour, I don't apply it directly. Let me tell you why. It gives you a harsh line. It really makes it hard to blend. You know what I'm saying? And this MatchStix, perfect. Works perfect with the 110 foundation brush from Fenty. Of course. So what I do is, if you apply your product to the brush, when you apply it to your face, it will apply. It's like it blends it out already seamlessly. So you can see that it's not giving me a harsh line. Blended itself automatically on my face. That's how we contour, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we contour. That's how we contour from now on, okay? Makeup shouldn't be a chore. It should be a delight. The only time I draw lines on my face is this area right here because we'll get to it. But you just want to make sure you apply the product to the brush first, beloved, before you set forth onto these streets. Now, I used to use the D word, but then I looked around me, looked at the world and realised how damaged it was. And do I want to add damage in that way? No, I don't. I want to add excellence and exquisitry. So from now on, we're delivering excellence and exquisitry. No more D. Depending on the kind of D we're talking about, but what I mean by D is I mean damage, okay? Okay, perfect. We're delivering excellence and exquisitry from now on. So you want to flick that up, flick it up into your face. And you can kind of see like how seamless it's coming. And then you just want to take the rest of it wherever it needs to go. So I like to rub it along my jawline, but this is basically how I contour my face from now. I don't do all that line stuff because it just takes too long. This is okay to draw lines with because you can easily blend it, but in terms of being a beginner, baby, hunty, let me tell you, applying the product to the brush. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat myself, but I'm going to let you know. Babes, beloved, sweetheart, honey, darling. It makes the process a hell of a lot easier. Okay, you can take your foundation brush and just blend out the outskirts if it's not blended enough for you, but it really eases the process for me, which is what I love. Love it, love it, love it. For our nose contour, I'm trying to get the most out of these Fenty brushes because right. So I'm taking the eyeshadow brush, the 200 brush, and what I'm gonna do is just basically flick it upwards but drag it down at the same time, lightly. My mirror is over here, that's why I'm looking there. Please don't have any trust issues, okay? My attention is on you and helping us get the best results when we go to deliver excellence and exquisitry upon these Ross something streets. So you want to flick it upwards, keep that intensity up here. Yes, all in the eyes, babes. I'm telling you, it's all in the eyes. Okay, pumpkin, perfect. You want to brush it up and keep it here. And then of course you want to drag it down and kind of like create your nose contour and then fluff this bottom out, okay? Fluff it out. Fluff it out, yeah? Sponge, blend it out, again on the sides. And then we're gonna make it more apparent. This step, you can skip. But I'm letting you know, she isn't for the faint-hearted. She's not for the weak. Okay, she's strong. She's full strong. Of course, Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And I'm just gonna apply that right here. Again, with the blending, it's all about the technique and placement. You see how I've placed it halfway in my eye? Don't you dare take it anywhere further than that, okay? Because then you're gonna have a problem that I can't help you with. I simply can't help you with. Stretch that skin and blend it inwards. And what we're doing is brightening that under eye. Ugh, bringing the drop. Bringing the excellence and exquisitries. No more D. We skip past the letter D and we're going straight to E, okay? Perfect. There's a lot of bad things associated with D. Starting to realize, oof. I've got to change my vocabulary. Nars Sunstone. And with the Fenty brush, I'm just going to pat that in and drag up that cut and cut that line up there. Can you see that I've cut it perfect? I'm going to do the same here. Cut it. I used to use Sacha Buttercut powder. I still do, but I'm just trying out a different techniques because I want the center of my face to pop more. Laura Mercier powder now in the shade Translucent, of course. Love this powder to brighten. And just drag that over top, just so we're targeting different areas. Okay, and then you want to bring it up here, and then along the lip, and then here too. That's what I do. Benefit Hoola bronzer. It's a cool tone bronzer. She's not too warm. She's not going to add too much spice to that. And then with the Smashbox cheek brush. This is the best brush to apply your bronzer, contour, all of the things done. All of them. To your cheek. Just going to swirl that upwards. Light motion. You want a feathery light brush. Loose bristles, just to evenly distribute the product and give you that seamless look. I do love lines on my face sometimes, but it depends how I'm feeling. On my jawline too. Fenty 180 brush, take that too. And just carve up here. And also just rebuild my nose contour to give me that feline cat look. And I might take a little bit on the side here. Blush. Nars Exhibit A. A shade for a chocolate darling. I repeat it again, a shade for a chocolate darling. Orange blushes too. Highly would recommend the Juvia's Place Saharan palette. The shade Toby. If Exhibit A is too much for you, this gives you choice, gives you range. But Toby right here, perfect blush for a beginner. Perfect blush for a beginner. You heard it here first. Let's go in. This Fenty 190 brush confused the Ross out of me. But, the way it applies, love it. I like to apply it like in close proximity to my nose. I'm really sorry if I'm rushing, but this red sign. Close proximity to my nose. And then drag it up. And then also on the tip of my nose too. I don't care if I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I like a sexy one, I'll tell you that. Delicious one. Definitely apply blush to the tip of your nose. It adds to that doll-like look, that cute. Look, definitely blush on the tip of your nose. Do it. Sometimes you can apply it up here if you want to really intensify that dull look. But this brush for applying blush and bronzer. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Let's draw on the lip. I use the MUA eyebrow pencil. Been using it for years. I don't believe I'll ever stop. I mean, I might take breaks, but I always come back. You know, there's always one that just makes you come back, you know. No matter what goodness you try, you're always going to go back. Bondages and entanglements. I love an overline. Benefit, they're real. Mascara. Remember we used to do the better than what we do with our consensual partners. We still do that. Consent is a thing, girls. You own that precious flower down there. It's yours. So you consent, yeah? The power is in your PU flower, SSY, okay? Now we're doing They're Real. They're real. What's gonna be the slogan for They're Real? It will come to me. Stay tuned on the next foundation routine. I love this mascara. She gives me lashes that I don't have. I have lashes, but if I'm not doing like a heavy makeup face, this is the mascara that I go to because it just makes, they're real. Like, yeah, it's my lashes, babes. They're real. It's not individuals. Not individuals. Mascara. You see how lovely my Mela face is coming together. I'm looking toasted. I'm gonna go in and line my inner eyes with some Marc Jacobs eyeliner to get that feline eye look going. You see that? Just imagine FaceTiming your babes with these eyes. And you're not even, I haven't even put the lashes on yet. Okay, so we put on the lashes. The lashes that I'm wearing will be linked down below. Let's apply some mascara to the bottom lash line. I've also wiped away my bake as well. For lips, I don't want to use for lips today. Of course, it has to be a nude. I'm going to use NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. And this was my old school favorite nude lipstick. Used to bang this out every day, 365, 24/7 on my lips. And I haven't worn it in so long, so we're gonna go back to this. Perfect nude. Never fails. You can leave it like that if you want to. If you like it matte, leave it like that. Leave it like this if you like. But I'm gonna go on with a gloss on top. This Marc Jacobs lip lacquer in the shade Pretty Please. Please, pretty. Very. Go over my dry lips to exfoliate them. What are we gonna do next? Yeah, we need to bronze on top because we've left that bare. Brush, where are you? There you are. Some Hoola bronzer. I still do the no foundation on the forehead thing, but I definitely still highly would recommend you bronze just so it gives you a nice natural finish. Doesn't make your face look overly cakey. Fenty Beauty, Mokamami. To add a little bit of what? A little bit of spice to that. Just on my forehead there. Along the sides of my cheeks. And on the bridge, tip of my nose as well. Okay, the thing is, yeah, with this Sunstone, the Nars setting powder, it doesn't make my under eye too bright, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's really upsetting me and my homegirls because we came to deliver a bright under eye and she's not being delivered, so what's going on? We go again. Really and truly. I just wish I could leave the house. Like, I probably could, you know what? I don't even care any at this point because everyone is mad. But I just love a bright under eye. Sounds delicious. Ah, how could I forget? How could I forget? Highlights. Fenty Beauty. How many carats? I say 64. Ah, guys, if you missed it, I did a Fenty Beauty story. Gave them some Mela magic and they loved it. Right, so I'm taking this Fenty 120 brush. How many carats? I managed to get her silver again with a little bit of melanin inside. Okay, I'm just gonna take it on the tip of my nose this time. And then I'm gonna just go on the C shape right here. I'm not gonna drag it down, I'm just gonna keep it on the side there. Alright, let's brush this off. What it do? Setting spray. Some more of that Fenty How Many Carats just to intensify what's going on my nose and on the side of my face. But there too. And then I feel like we're done. Let me just adjust this headscarf real quick. Oh, I'm so happy to have been finished. Yes. I love it. So we're done. It's bright. Is it bright underneath the eyes? It's not as bright, but you know what? I think this is okay for like a muted foundation routine. I think the next one I'm gonna make sure it's bright as can be because it's not bright enough right now. But you know what? I'm not mad at how this looks. It just confirms that I have what they call versatility. So, beloved, where is my glass? Full of H2O. Full of H2O. If you think this is VODKA, you have lost the plot, and I'm here to remind you. Who is doing straight? VODKA. Who? Not I. Strictly wine, and if that, it's just water. So, beloved, it's been a pleasure. I really do hope you enjoyed your time with me. Really hope you learned some things. Sorry it was rushed. But the sun is going down. I've got to gallivant over to South London. I'm excited. I'm going to South London. And then, so yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this one. Please stay safe, stay blessed, and take care.